tell you what, we're driving around, we come down this back alley, and there's a whole bunch of weird stuff here. It looks like they make signs or something here, and you know what? Let's go check it out and see what's inside. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm just looking around your yard here. You got some interesting stuff. What do you do? Make signs and stuff here? What do you do?
We make signs, we make anything that your budget can handle. Custom everything.
Oh, nice.
From railing to signage, stairways,
Can you
artwork.
make me a mermaid?
If your budget can handle it, I'll make you anything you want.
Nice, really nice. Well, I tell you what, why don't we check it out, take a little gander.
All right, I'd be happy to show you around. Excuse our mess.
Well, you gotta have a mess if you're doing something.
Yeah, well, we got flooded last year. We're still getting ready.
You got flooded. How deep is the water?
2 foot in the shop.
That's right up to the bottom of this table.
Yeah. Yeah, so all of the equipment, everything. And, you know, you'll see a lot of the other equipment back here. We've gotten rid of a ton of stuff, replaced some stuff.
Wow.
But this is 3 different bays, so.
I tell you what, so 2 feet of water on here, how do you recover for something like that?
Time. The insurance doesn't pay out. You know, it's
I tell you
water,
what.
wind-driven versus, you know, they get all-
Insurance is an interesting thing. Just about anything that happens doesn't cover the insurance that you have. If it's anything like where I come from, it's you just pay and smile and get nothing. Yeah, that's interesting.
So, you know, a lot of work, and money, and just time.
Well, let's take a look around and see what kind of artifacts you got happening.
This is part of one of the other signs that's out there. I just bought some stuff at an auction, so we got extra stuff. We got our mandrel pipe bender.
Well, let's take a look at this mandrel pipe bender. This looks like quite a bender. I got a friend that bends the piece of stuff up.
Yeah. This, we are still waiting on a piece of equipment from the manufacturer to get, this is the last piece of equipment that is still down from the flood.
I tell you, now there's an old piece right there. What is that? That's a punch?
Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, punch panel, things like that.
Yeah, like an iron, I guess it'd be an iron worker?
Yeah. Yeah, we have some old ones, stuff that they're great, but now since we've added CNC and plasma, they're kind of becoming obsolete. So it's time to find them a new home.
I tell you what.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that one. Now that's an iron worker. That'll chop a hand off.
I tell you what, the interesting thing about this, guys, is you pussies nowadays have hydraulic ones. This is mechanical, one with a flywheel on it. And I tell you what, when you press the button,
the whole ground shakes.
I tell you what.
Boom, it's scary.
I tell you, when you press the button, it doesn't cycle whether your finger, your hand, or the piece is in there or not in there. And if you accidentally push it twice, you'll have 2 holes instead of 1 and about that long.
Yeah. To me, that I inherited that piece of equipment. I personally have never used it because I watched it, and you are 100% correct. It makes the ground move.
It's one of the most frightening things you'll ever use. I have one. I have an Omar 60 ton, and when I first got it, I was scared to use it. It sat there for almost a year before I used it. But again, I can see why people like them better than the hydraulic one because they're about 4 times faster. It just like that. But I tell you what, yeah. So hey, now what is this? Is this a pair of slip rolls? They're not really slip rolls, rollers, slip rolls. What's the correct name for it?
3-ring rolls.
A 3-ring rolls. And what do you do with that? You bend shit, obviously?
Anything. If you've got the dies for it, we have 100 dies over there. And you can roll round, square, flat, rectangular, doesn't matter. And this being a old, real machine.
It looks like it's just fresh off the press. How old is this? 40s, 50s, 30s?
Yeah, 40s. Italian made. When I went to try about 5 years ago to see how much it would cost to replace this and upgrade, I got to $500,000 and stopped. And I still didn't have the same diameter of pin or length. So that is what changes all of your capabilities. How large of a piece you can make, how tight you can roll it, the strength, everything's in
So
that
is
thing.
what you're telling me that size does matter?
It does. It does.
There's something about this stuff people seem to forget. Like this older technology, it may be archaic, but I tell you what, it's built about 30 times better than the newer stuff. And the capabilities of it are...
Endless.
They're endless if you have the talent to run it.
Agreed. There is an art to it, and that is what makes it different from a production machine that has all the gadgets and gadgets on it. You know, it does a lot of the automating. Well, this, you have to literally know what you're doing. But once you do, it's like an art form, and then you can do anything.
Just like you got a lot of old stuff in here, right?
Scroll machine, these two go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, rolling and scrolling. So
okay, now scroll machines, if you're curious, you see all them fancy curly cues and stuff you see in wrought iron? That's what that does. All the stuff right there, you see all the corners and quirks right here? Right in here?
Lift up that piece right there.
Right here, all this stuff here? Right here, and this here would be probably one of yours.
Will twist like this.
Yeah.
This you'd roll, but that you twist. It'll do baskets. It'll do all sorts of cool stuff. So it's just one of the, when you're doing custom fabrications, one of the must-have tools.
I tell you what, you got some interesting stuff in here. It's like a step back in time, which is not a bad thing.
Well then, wait, we'll go next door, and then you get the upgrade to the future.
Let's go get upgraded.
All right.
You know, when I first got my Ironworker again, I was scared of it. It just, when you turn it on, and the clang and the bang, like you say, when it shakes the floor, I tell you what, it is a truly, truly frightening device.
It is.
Because when it gets going, you're not stopping it.
No. And the first time, like, so my dad was the genius. You know, he had multiple companies when I was growing up, construction companies, metal fabricating companies, feed and hardware, trucking, all this stuff. Then, when I was in the restaurant business, and he didn't like that, so he saw me buying fancy furniture, and he's like, that's how he talked me into this. Oh, we'll make it. You can make all of that. Well, sure. But you got to have a name, and people got to know you. I didn't think about selling it. Sure, I can make it, but who's going to buy it?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother problem.
You know what? I asked my friend now once, he bought the ugliest car he ever seen. I was about 18 years old. It had horns on it. It was a Cadillac and stuff all over it. And I said, Budnick, I said, who's going to buy this piece of shit? And he went, Avery, he says, there is an ass for every seat.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, let's go next door and see some of your stuff.
All right. If you order one sheet, to get one sheet of 1/8" brass, you will pay $5,000. My cost to get it in-house. The crating and the shipping really add to it, so you try to buy, you know, more pieces at a time.
I tell you what, you want to make sure that you don't have much waste.
Yeah, no, and sometimes you just can't help it. So here we have the CNCs. We keep the plasma cutter covered up.
You have two tables?
Yeah. So we've got a 5x10 and a 5x12 CNC.
Now, what do you cut in this? 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch?
We can cut anything. We can go 1 inch.
Oh shit, because I see you got some really big heads on them. The stuff that my friends got, I think they only got to like 1/4 inch they cut. They're busy. His tables run just about 24 hours a day. Yeah. He's got somebody coming in the night shift, setting stuff up and putting them down, eh?
Yeah, so this, I mean, this is 1/4 inch, and it just breezes through this. This is just off the table.
Now, what is that, laughing building the table, or?
This is going to be, it's for Four Corners out in the Disney area. So it's going to be 2 pillars that are set on stone, and then a huge sign, and, you know, all the fancy stuff that goes around it.
Here's the bad joke of the day. Do you know why Mickey Mouse divorced Minnie Mouse?
No.
She was fucking goofy.
I love it.
So basically, you just do signs, or what do you do?
No, we do custom fabrication and wholesale signage. So 20 years of my company has been doing specialty railing, artistic projects, everything from Busch Gardens, the new entrance, to working with Lucas Lagoons and doing like the Christmas place in Tennessee, where we did life-size candy canes, we did bridge rails, gates, all the decorative fun stuff to cover pumps, to, you know, anything and everything. literally.
So, what is your stable? Railings?
Railings and signs are number one for sure.
It's very interesting. Like, I had a buddy
Very
that
artistic railings.
it's very interesting. I had a friend that owned a fairly large company, and his 100% stable that kept him afloat was simply building fences.
Yeah.
And that kept him and paid for all the little voids here and there, and that was kind of a stable. But you would never think of it.
No.
It's just very interesting. What you actually make more money on than other. You can do something simple to be able to do what you're kind of more passionate about or want to do, eh?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And that's really why I got into the sign business, because the wholesale sign business just keeps going. There's no real law.
Everybody needs a sign. Everybody needs some advertisements, so it'll never stop or never end.
Yeah, opening, closing, new branding.
Yeah.
It never ends. So, the railing I do more of the high profile, really. If you want something that every Joe Blow can make, you're not going to come to me. I make the things that nobody else can make, or that nobody else can design or dream up.
Now here's the question.
So it's a double.
Now here's the question everybody's wanting to know. Is it by the piece or by the hour?
It's by the piece. If you come in and need something welded, then it's by the hour.
Now, how much an hour is welding?
120.
Interesting. Is that for aluminum or steel, or it doesn't matter?
Doesn't really matter. Stainless,
And
copper, brass.
And now is that the norm for the price for welding?
It varies. I mean, some people are a little higher, some people are a little lower. I think that our rate in general is kind of average.
I tell you what, you guys that weld for me, don't be listening to this. And that goes for you, Sutton.
Well, that's not what the welders get paid. It's just But to keep the overhead and everything going, you have to cover all your expenses.
Yeah, I tell you what, at the end of the day, there's a lot of unforeseen expenses that you end up doing. So
yeah, insurance is a killer alone.
Amazing. So there was 4 feet of water right here in the flood, eh?
Yeah, 4 foot.
I tell you what, and it would last it for like 3-4 hours, and it last for a couple of weeks or what?
No, about a couple hours, and then it went as fast as it came in.
Just enough to wreck everything.
Everything. Yeah, everything.
I tell you what. And again, what do you do? I see you got some big signs here. You guys do big signs, you repair signs, or what do you do?
Yeah, these are from scratch. This is a community called Oakfield, and we've been doing a lot of their signage. So this is part of their main entrance. They have also a silo that sits behind it, and that's the silo topper that we just finished. And then they've got all of these other monuments. We're looking at the back side of this, but this one says Windstone, and it has reverse channel letters on it, and that's the little column that goes on the side. So each of the subdivisions have their own name and their own little logo. So we make all the columns as you're driving in.
That's really interesting, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and interesting. And you've been doing it for how many years?
Well, I've been doing signs for about 3 and custom fabrication for about 25.
Okay, don't look at the camera when you're talking.
Okay.
Interesting. I tell you what, you had a neat place. You got some really nice stuff that you've made.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's taken a long time.
I tell you what. And again, your place here is where we're at again? Is it what?
It's called Imagine That Custom Fabrication in Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Oh, awesome, eh? Imagine that. What is this right here?
This is a monument sign and a column. It's got the channel letters. This is a piece of copper that has been made into an archway.
I feel like we're in an archway here. We're about to get married.
That's the idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers. Yeah, so doubles. This is channel letters, reverse.
Oh my goodness gracious. This thing must weigh about 4,000 pounds.
No, it's all aluminum.
Oh, it is aluminum, eh?
It is
Well, it's
a couple
2,000.
hundred. Probably 3. It's really not as heavy as you might think.
It looks really industrial.
Yeah.
Whoever painted it and the paint you did on it, it looks really, really industrial.
That's a custom rust finish on it.
I like it. You're right, it's
a faux Corten finish. We do real Corten steel as well, but this is
I tell you what,
too much.
I tell you what, it fooled me.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like steel.
It really honestly does. Okay, we must be off to go do something else interesting. I don't know if we're going to find anything more interesting than this, but we're going to try. Hey?
Thanks for coming by.
Oh, my absolute. Thanks for putting up with me.
I appreciate it.
You too. Anyways, that was absolutely amazing. It's, you guys do some very interesting stuff.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a passion. You gotta love it.
I tell you what, if you don't, you shouldn't be doing it.
Agreed. Right?
Yeah.
Why? What's the point? We spend too much time at work. If we don't love what we're doing, then we're doing something wrong.
Well, that's why I don't have a job. Okay, thank you so very much.
You're very
Okay.
welcome.
You have a
It
good
was
day.
such a pleasure.
Yeah.
It was wonderful meeting you.
I tell you what a nice lady. Incredibly interesting place. Like very artistic. And you know what? Wow.